What's going on, guys? This is James Jones, and it is a beautiful day outside. It looks better than what it did yesterday, because yesterday it was wet and thunder and lightning, and it was a thunderstorm, basically. Just a depressing day. But anyway, we're going to talk about, the title of this vlog is called Yin Yang. And what I mean by that, we are going to be talking about the two different kinds of male in the male gender. And what I mean by that is the one type that wants only sex, and then the other type that actually wants a relationship out of the whole thing. So, to me, I don't understand the type that only wants sex, because it's meaningless. So what's the point? I mean, I don't get the point. Excuse me. But anyway, let's start with the type that only wants sex. These are the type that don't care nothing about love, I guess. Relationship, wanting kids, wanting to settle down. All they want is sex, and then they move on to the next person, and so on and so on and so on. And that is most of the time what creates nymphomaniacs, or however you say that. Basically, it's a person who's addicted to sex. And it's not a very easy addiction to get rid of. Some people are committed to hospitals for this kind of thing if it gets too out of hand. Others just quietly hide their addiction and try and feed it the best way possible. So, only wanting sex is only going to get you in more trouble than if you had a relationship out of it. Okay, so on that point, let's talk about the ones that want a relationship. And the ones that want a relationship, they want the love of their life, kids, a normal job, a place to live, to settle down. Just, they want to live a normal life. Other than that, what more could you ask for? Me, I'm not gonna say which one I am, because more or less I'm neither. If I end up in a relationship and have kids down the road in the future somewhere and settle down, then so be it. If I don't, then so be it. I quit chasing my tail a long time ago, and I'm just gonna let it happen if it happens. If it don't happen, then I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. But anyway, there's a big difference between the two. And for the ones that only want sex, sooner or later, you're gonna bite off more than you can chew. Because it's going to become to the point where sex is going to become your life, and you're not going to care who it's with anymore, and you're going to end up with some kind of disease. So that's why they invented condoms. For the ones who only want sex, use a condom. Don't be an idiot. And for the ones who want more out of it, I don't have to tell you this, because you already know better. So I don't see anything else to say more about it. Except for the ones who want sex, you need to be smarter about it and use a condom. Don't be stupid and say, I don't need to use this because I'm not going to get a girl pregnant. You don't know that. For the ones who do, and then don't want to take responsibility for it, I feel sorry for you. You want to have the fun, but don't want to take responsibility for it afterwards. Where does that seem right? Because the ones that actually take responsibility for what they've done after they did it, they look at you and they feel pity for you. Me? I'm sorry. I don't feel pity for you, because if you're going to have the fun knowing the consequences afterwards, then you should be able to man up and take care of that baby when it's born. Otherwise, you shouldn't have done anything. Because if you didn't want kids, then you shouldn't have done it without a condom. And yes, I know some of you are going to tell me that most of the time condoms don't work. Okay, fine. I get the point that they do break sometimes. But at least you tried to use one. Don't look at it and go, oh, it's just going to break anyway. Why use it? Use it. Don't be stupid. I mean, I went my whole life learning that if you don't use one, or make an effort to use one, because I mean, you could end up getting a girl pregnant either way you go. I mean, you could use one, the condom could break, and it could still... But my point is, at least make an effort to use one and say you tried. Because, you know, sometimes birth control don't help. You know, condoms, they don't help either, so... Sometimes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Anyway... More back to the subject, the ones that want a relationship, you know, to find their soulmate, settle down, have kids, and a place to live with a normal job, sounds like a dream come true. Sometimes it sounds too true to be true, if that makes any sense. And the ones that only want sex, what are you really getting out of it? Tell me what you think you're getting out of it. Besides disappointing a bunch of people. I mean, for the ones who only want sex, most people feel used afterwards. They feel used, disappointed, heartbroken. And most of you don't even care. You want to explain to me and tell me why that is? Me, like I said, I'm neither nor. I am in between. So basically, I don't care. Like I said, whatever happens, happens. I'll just let it fall in front of me. If it unfolds that I settle down and all that good stuff, then hey, that's me. If I don't, then, like I said, I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. That's just me. My piece of advice for the ones who only want sex, stop and think twice before you go to do anything. And at least, at the very least, be smart enough to wear a condom and say at least you made an effort to protect yourself and the other person. Because if you don't, and you don't want kids, then, I mean, you know the consequences, you know what's going to happen afterwards if you don't, and you're just going to have to deal with it. That's all I can say. So, until next time, like I said, be smart about it. Don't be stupid. Use protection and avoid anything you don't want to happen. So, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.